Hello everybody. So today we'll be looking into another LeetCode problem, the 169th problem in LeetCode, that is the majority element, which is an easy topic. So we'll be first looking into the example directly. So if they give a integer array of n number of elements, and if any element is repeated more than the floor value of n by 2, that is, if it is repeated more than the floor value of n by 2, then that is the majority element and we have to return that in the output. So that is, here the n value is 7. So there are 7 elements and n by 2 will be 3.5. Floor value of 3.5 is 3. And if any element in this array is repeated more than 3 times, then that is the majority element. Here 2 is repeated 4 times and hence the output will be 2. Similarly, with only 3 elements, 3 by 2 will be 1.5, that is 1. The floor value of 1.5 is 1. And if any element is repeated more than once, then that itself is the majority element or the majority value. So now we have to return that. We have to write the code for that. Let us look into the code now. So the return type of this is integer, that is the number of the element itself has to be printed. So that is the integer value. We'll have a for loop that runs from I0 to I less than nums dot length, and I is incremented. We'll have a variable count which will be initially 0, and another for loop that runs from j0 to j less than nums dot length. So if nums of j double equals, we are comparing, so double equals nums of I, then we have to increment the count variable by 1, that is count plus plus. Otherwise, if count is greater than nums dot length by 2, then we will be returning the element. If nothing is found, if no such matchable result is found, we have to return -2. So we'll run this. So the two test cases are passed. That is, if it is given as 3 to 3, then the element 3, that is the majority element in this, and here it is 2. 2 is the majority element because it is repeated 4 times, and then you can submit it here. So let us look into the tracing of this now. So let us look into the optimized approach, because here it is using two for loops. Since we have discussed earlier that two for loops means the time complexity becomes big of n square, we have to make it as order of n. So we'll be writing an optimal solution. We will take two variables, that is element is equal to 0 and count is equal to 0. For int, we will take a variable num, that is, for every element in the integer array nums that will be taken into the this num. And if count is 0, then we will take that num value to the element variable. If num is equal to element, then we will do count plus plus, else we'll do count minus minus, and then we have to return the element. So this is our optimized solution, and the two test cases are passed, and you can submit it. And you can submit it here. Thank you for watching, and more such videos, please subscribe to our channel.